Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Dear White People. Dear White People, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the Lost Begotten channel. This video is meant to point out something very simple that I believe is the basis on which many people who claim to be conservatives are now advocating that we become a fucking satellite state. Because if you support Donald Trump, you support a global one world government under the command of the Mongolian horde. Oh, but you think it's the Soviet Union, right? And the Russian trolls told you that Soviet means Slavic, and Slavics are just white people, so it's the White People Union. Yeah, that's what they think. The word for Slavic in Russian is Slavatsky. It has an L. Slav. Not Sovietsky. Yeah. It's Slavaksky. So, if it were the Union of Slavic people, it wouldn't be, less than half white people, for starters. And by the way, combined with Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, all of Manchuria, Mongolia, that was all not white people. Okay, so it couldn't be the giant white union. Okay, and second of all, it wasn't called the Soviet Union, was it? It's not the Soviet Union. No, it's not the Soviet Union. That's the Soviet Union. It's the Soviet Union. Soviet. Soviet. Sophia. It is the whore of Babylon by its namesake, and you went a whoring after it. For what? Okay, so good morning. The 4:30 alarms have gone off. X's and O's. It's one of them youngster songs that my wife listens to. I'm her senior by a few trillion years, that's all. Anyways, so, yeah. VF. It's not an uncommon configuration of consonants as far as languages go. Okay. So you have the scarlet beast that sits upon the many waters. Okay. Atlantic, Pacific. Hell, they almost had access to the Indian Ocean. Afghanistan and Pakistan. And well, Iran. Iran is basically a part of the Soviet Union. You understand that? Republicans, like North Korea and Iran, what they have in common is Russian railroad tracks. Okay? North Korea and Iran aren't putting shit on boats and sending it out through the water. Okay? If they ever did that and got caught with it, they were trolling NATO. Okay? They're trolling Interpol. Like, Western intelligence services just don't seem to be very smart. Like they're not even as smart as the movies make them out to be. Anyways, but a lot of that has to do with the effectiveness of Eastern propaganda and the fact that the devil's greatest trick was making you believe that he didn't exist, and he's got a whole empire and armies upon armies. Didn't used to be a secret. Something has happened to modern man, and they've forgotten the struggle that they were in for their lives. I just recently went on a Twitter rant saying that, you know, if you make me proconsul and commander in chief for the remainder of this presidential term, I will fix this country and the world, including remedying all of the strawman arguments that divide this country. And then I would refuse to endorse any candidate that would run in the following election, unless one candidate was a Russian spy. Then I would just tell that party to run another candidate. But actually, that would already be in the legal framework, so I wouldn't have to speak. There's nothing I should be able to do that couldn't be done by the law. Okay? Because basically what I come here every 1,000 years or so to do is to give you a new set of laws that you need in order to not, you know, all die, mostly die. And it doesn't seem like I'm being, you know, it doesn't seem like I'm being a dick to me. It doesn't seem like I'm imposing by doing this. But, you know, can I get a little cooperation? Really? I mean, I don't even need to be proconsul. What I needed to happen was for this YouTube channel to get millions and millions of views per video like it should have from the get-go. Because what I've done on this channel has proven to be invaluable, original thought necessary to the survival of civilization. And I fucking told jokes too, you know, like, I'm sorry that I know the truth and you don't. I'm sorry that you all chose to do what you wanted to do instead of being responsible for the world around you. But that all has to end now, okay? And you can't blame me for your actions. I'm sorry that, you know, it's come to this. I'm sorry that there's nobody else that seems to be able to just get their shit together. But at this point, you've all become so lost and deceived that there is no single man, even if they had my knowledge, even if they learned from me, there is no single man who could wield the authority necessary. That's a nauseating thought to me. Even if I could do it from here, even if I just said, okay, we're going to do this today, have these people come see me, etc. Even if the only times I had to leave the country were to go make peace with Kim Jong Un, which, by the way, I would have no difficulty in doing this. Um, my conversational strategy is what would make my logistical strategy work as far as that negotiation goes. And again, revealing my identity as it relates to the identity of the Antichrist and the God of War who are trying to destroy Western civilization doesn't seem like it could be that terrible of an idea. If anything, it proves that I'm not CIA. It proves I'm not, a corporatist. And it proves that I'm not technically America first for America's sake. I want to see all my children succeed. I want to see every culture on this planet preserved. And I don't know if anyone can tell Kim what I can tell him. Just like I don't know if anyone on the planet can make the Republicans, Christians and otherwise, understand what they're doing is not in their self-interest. I, okay, I understand my plan. I can game my plan out and see every different possibility of how it's going. But I really don't think I'm that smart. It's really frustrating me. Just how how do people not know that Donald Trump is an ESL student? Like how do people not know that Donald Trump is a fucking Russian agent and needs to be treated like a spy? How are people stupid enough to let that parade around as president? How? Okay. Get it through your heads. Two things. Two things you need to understand. Just two fucking things. Not the voice of the accuser, not the fact that he repeats Russian propaganda word for word. Although the fact that he reads Russian websites seems to be related. Two things. Limited vocabulary. Okay? Limited vocabulary. Complete lack of negotiating skills. Limited vocabulary, complete lack of negotiating. That guy could not sell Hondas. Okay? He is not a salesperson. He is not a businessman. He clearly knows nothing about negotiations at all. Okay? He couldn't do a car deal on a lot that I've worked in. Okay? And foreign leaders sitting there making bingo polls based on his limited ass vocabulary and the fact that his businesses are fake. He's a prop. I mean, he is just totally a fucking prop. Have we knowingly let him, knowing that he was a prop, take over our government as a representative of the Russian regime? Or is this a sting operation? Do we really have a shadow government somewhere making sure that these people are just pretending to be president so that we can get all the evidence we need to indict them? If those two things aren't the case, then I feel like I'm fucking surrounded by morons. And if those two things are the case, you if those two things aren't the case, like if neither of those are the case, you desperately need my help with like everything. I mean, you're sitting there just killing the oceans, having a debate about it. Really? You've all lost your fucking minds. And you need, like, it takes a possibly insane person who thinks they're Jesus to tell you, what the fuck is going on here? What am I supposed to think about all this? You know? Anytime someone listens to me, they succeed. Anytime someone follows my plans, it works. The current land masses that humans occupy, not even populating Antarctica, okay? You could sustain 12 billion people. But you're just that horrible at management and, and just negotiations, sales, compromise, empathy. And what I'm coming to see, what I'm coming to realize, is that the world's just lost without that guy. You know? We really need that guy to come back. And for governments around the world to be like, there's him. He's we have proof. This is all real. This is how it happened. We need to correct history, and we might want to listen to what he has to say. Okay, we all need that to happen. Right? It makes sense, right? Unfortunately, I'm the guy. And I'm lucky to get 100 views on a YouTube video. See the problem? See how the world has deteriorated to the point where basically I need to take the helm just because my YouTube channel was suppressed, just because I didn't have institutions sending me research associations, not mocking me and assuming that I was wrong just because what I remember disagrees with what people have written down and what other people saw that somebody else wrote down, so they wrote it down too 1,000 times. So that becomes truth. Really? Keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't technically affect a parent to see their child fail. But it's really painful to watch.